Welcome back to Solo Marvel Champion, where today I am continuing the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. campaign. I know there are some of you out there who don't want to be spoiled. If you're one of them, go ahead and click away now. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I understand that some people want to experience it themselves first before watching someone else do it. Previously on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Then, I don't think I need to worry about the threat. We are going to get rid of Energy Channel and deal 6 here. I take a Retaliate. That removes 2 counters here. Puts him into play. And then he is reset. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. She attacks for 2, and because she has range, she only takes the consequential damage. He attacks for 3. He takes Retaliate and Consequential. She attacks for 2 and takes Retaliate and Consequential. Beast attacks for 2. He gets knocked out by Retaliate and Consequential. And I attack for 2, and I knock him out. And I don't take the Retaliate because he is defeated. When MODOK would be defeated, if there's a holding cell in play, remove 2 lock counters from it, reset him. Otherwise, the players win the game. Alright, we do have a lot of setup and a lot of cards I want to read before we get started. So bear with me and we'll get to gameplay as soon as possible. Setup, choose 1 modular set plus 1 per person additional set, each with an Elite Thunderbolt minion. I have those Elite Thunderbolt minions here. I'm just going to shuffle. Set each of those minions aside and shuffle the rest of their encounter sets into the encounter deck. So I'm going to get, rather than choosing, I'm going to get them at random. Set those aside. And when I reveal them, I will go get their encounter sets. Reveal the Justice Like Lightning environment. Justice Like Lightning, when revealed, each player reveals a random set-aside Thunderbolt minion. Reveal and attach the remaining set-aside minions face up here. In expert mode, I would also give them a tough. Flip this card. So I'm just going to roll a die here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the one that is revealed. This one is revealed. I get Songbird. This one will get attached here. Moonstone. She flips, or this flips. Moonstone is attached. There is a forced interrupt, and also this text is really important. The minion attached here is in play and can be targeted by attacks and abilities. Forced interrupt, when the round ends, attach the Thunderbolt minion with the most damage here, swapping it with the minion already attached here, if any. In the rulebook, I believe it's page 15, it does tell us that even if this is the minion with the most damage, it stays here, basically. It attaches here anyway. Heal 1 per player damage from the attached minion. In expert mode, it would be an additional per player minion. And give them a tough. So, the longer a minion sits here, the more damage it's going to heal. It's just something you need to be aware of. So I got Songbird, who is Hard Sound and Gravitational Pull. So we will get Hard Sound, Gravitational Pull. Gravitational Pull. And we are going to shuffle these into the encounter deck. We can flip this. It starts with 1. Okay. Lots of stuff to read here. Each Thunderbolt minion gains guard, so both of these have guard. The difference between both of these, though, is this one is engaged with me, and this one is not. So if I was going to be able to get rid of this one, there is no guard minion in my way anymore. I can attack Citizen 5 without worry about that guard because he is not engaged with me. It would be like this one being engaged with another player. I can still attack the villain, but that other player would not be able to because that other player has guard. Forced response, after a player attacks a Thunderbolt minion, that minion engages that player. So if I attack Moonstone, they would engage me, and then I'd have both of these out here. If this stage is complete, the players lose the game. Citizen 5 cannot be defeated unless there is at least one per player Thunderbolt minion in the victory display. Forced interrupt, when Citizen 5 would activate against you during step 2 of the villain phase, if you are engaged with a Thunderbolt minion, he does not activate and heals 4 damage instead. I believe that is all of the craziness we need to read. We can go to scenario setup or campaign setup. Prepare the Shield Executive Board. Put the 3 members in play. Place secrets on them equal to the number at the end of the last scenario. That was 0. And shuffle these into the deck. See, Songbird, Villainous, Victorious. They all have Villainous and Victory 1, not Victorious. Force Interrupt. When she activates, give her an additional boost card. Kind of like Claw. 0 on stage 1, and then you get 2 cards. Okay. Now we're going to draw my cards. I do have these pieces of evidence that I'll set aside. All right. Oh, that is nice to see on turn 1. And if I can also see Avengers Mansion on turn 1, I'll be super happy. Okay. We'll keep those in the power of. We're going to mulligan these. She's fantastic to see on turn 1. Make the call, not so much. All right. I've mulliganed. Now we can look at these. Each player may add a secret counter to a board member to search collection for a protection ally shuffled into their deck. I am not going to do that one this time. This one is add a secret counter to search collection for an aggression support and add it. I am going to grab Tac Team and add it to my deck. This one is Aggression Ally, and I will shuffle Sunfire into my deck. Now, as before, I have the option to put Threat on here to go search for those. I am not going to do that. I'll just enjoy them when they show up. So, we will start the game with drawing a card. There's Sunfire. Let's do 1, 2, 3 for Beast. When he enters play, he brings me that energy absorption back. And actually, I don't necessarily need that energy absorption. I am going to go find Strength instead. Strength lets me remove a counter and deal 2 damage to an enemy. He has guard, or he has guard, she has guard, but this is not an attack. However, it would be wasted against Citizen 5 because he's going to heal. Also, rather than putting it on Songbird, because I think I prefer Songbird over Moonstone, I'm going to deal 2 damage there. That is not an attack, which means Moonstone does not engage me. We will then flip up. Use energy to put Slingshot into play. And we will just attack for 2, 4, 6 here. Now, at the end of the round, Moonstone is going to be the one who swaps out, but I'm fine with that, and I'm going to hold on to both of these. And then Slingshot comes to hand. 1 goes on the main. He would heal. She is attacking, and I'm just going to take it. It's 2 boosts, 0, 1, 2. If the activating enemy has the aerial trait, give it an additional boost. It does. So right now it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was a big hit. Get 1 encounter card. When revealed, deal X damage to the friendly character with the fewest remaining hit points, where X is equal to my attack. That stinks. Beast takes 2 damage and goes away. Now the round ends, and we do this forced interrupt. When the round ends, attach the Thunderbolt with the most damage here, swapping with the one here, and then heal 1. All right, we can do some interesting stuff here. I'm going to use Sunfire to heal me 1 and draw a card. White Tiger is a lot better, number 1, when you're playing Expert, number 2, when you're not playing villains that have a letter instead of a stage number. So we're going to use her to put Slingshot into play. Then I'm going to use Power of Leadership for Kid Omega. She's going to thwart these off. I'm going to use Helmet to play Inspiring Presence. Heal and ready. Then she attacks here for 2. Kid Omega attacks here for 2. And I attack for 2. Let's ready and draw. And then Slingshot comes back to hand. 1 goes on the main. He would heal. She is attacking for 2, and afterwards she'll get a tough. That's 2, 3, 4. Taking a lot more damage than I like to take. I get 1 encounter card. Ooh, uses 4 bystanders. After you attack an enemy or an enemy attacks you, either spend 1 resource of any type or place threat on the main scheme. 2 instead in Expert. Remove a bystander counter here. So let's see if we can knock Moonstone out. I need to deal 8 damage to Moonstone. And I can do that. No, I can't. Because, well, I can. But the round is over. Moonstone goes and Songbird comes out. And then Moonstone heals 1. Now I can still knock out Moonstone. So here's what I'm thinking. Photonic Blast deals 5. I draw a card. She would engage me. Threat goes up. So let's do that. And I can't use an energy to heal her and heal and put Slingshot into play. But I am going to draw a card here with Photonic Blast. So here's another question, though. Do I just take out... She also has a tough that I forgot about. Do I just take out Songbird? Can I deal 11 to Songbird? I would deal 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I can knock out Sunbird. So let's do that. 3 for Photonic Blast. Deal 5 damage here. I will draw a card because I paid for that with energy. That Inspiring Presence is beautiful. After you attack an enemy or an enemy attacks you, either spend a resource or place 1 threat on the main and then remove a counter here. Next, I'm going to use that energy to put Slingshot into play. Attack for 2. And we do this again. I'm going to use Mission Leader for Inspiring Presence, heal 1 and ready. She attacks for 2. We do this again. And, oh, I'm going to be able to get rid of that. I like that. I attack for 2. And we do this one more time. Now, this goes away. She is defeated and goes to victory. And Kid Omega takes 2 off of here. Now, and you know what? That last time I did that, I'm not going to be able to use that anyway, so I used that as a resource instead of putting 1 on there because I need to flip down. I'll draw a card. Hold on to Cyclops for sure. Let's ready. Draw up to 6. And then Slingshot comes to hand. Cutting this one kind of close. 1 goes on. He schemes now because there are no... And also... Oh, that'll happen at the end of the round. There are no Thunderbolt minions engaged with me. So he will scheme. 2, 3. This goes up to 6 of 11. 1 encounter card. Advance always stinks when you've got a lot of threat. 2. Only 2. Now the round ends, and this says, put the minion with the most damage here. That is her. She is going to heal 1. And I don't have to... Did I use Kid Omega? I thought I did. I don't have to defeat Moonstone because they're not engaged with me. And I've got 1 in the victory display. But if I don't, Moonstone ends up in the next scenario. So that's definitely something worth thinking about. Let's recover 4. That gets me up to 7. Draw a card. Quinn Carrier is very good, and I want to keep physical for this. 1, 2, 3 for Quinn Carrier, and then that gets her in. But then do I want to play Cyclops? It is a tough choice. Playing Cyclops may be the best thing here. Let's flip up. But if I was going to do that, I should not have recovered. If I play Cyclops, I need 3 attacks. I need 4 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get 4 attacks now, if that's what I want to do. So let's do that. Let's do 1, 2, 3 for Cyclops and name Citizen 5. Attacks against Citizen 5 are at +1 damage. Use energy to put Slingshot into play. She attacks for 2, which is 3. He attacks for 2, which is 3. I'm going to get ready Slingshot. She attacks for 2, which is 3. And I'll use Face the Past for Inspiring Presence, heal her 1, and ready her. She attacks for 2, which is 3. So that is Scenario 4, Thunderbolts. Let's go to the log. Victory. If there are any Thunderbolt minions in play, record each of their names on the campaign log. Well, we do have Moonstone. She is going to come back in the next scenario. Can't find my pencil, so I need to put Moonstone here. Next, record the number of secret counters over here. We've got 0, 0, 1. And if at least one board member has 0, we get a piece of evidence. Now, I would love for this piece of evidence to be ideology. It's going to cross 2 off here. Blackmail might not be bad. It would do 1, 2, only 2, but with 2 of these gone, then if either of these show up, it eliminates that person. So, where's my... I put this in a different place every time. I don't know why. And we get... ideology. It doesn't end the game because at the end of the last episode, I said, if I get this, that completely eliminates Chief Surveillance Officer. That's not true because I didn't see this row. But ideology does cross these off for us. We only have these left. So if the next card happens to be blackmail, that would cross this and this off. That would eliminate surveillance officer and only leave medical officer. Now, the only way, though, that we get evidence is in the next scenario. This one is aggression upgrade. Oh, aggression upgrade could be good. I might consider I can't think of the name of it. Combat training. Combat training may be really good to get with that. All right, that is scenario 4. Let me know what you think. Let me know what I missed. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow, we will finish up the campaign with Redacted. I hope you have a marvelous day.